what we are going to do today is writing, how to write each letter and its connecting forms. So this is how it's written, and we need to know the connecting forms, because if you don't know the connecting forms, you can't make the words from these letters. So we start from the alif, the first one. So how you write it. I've done some animation. Still I'll write here again. So you start from the top and you go down. So let's suppose this is a line. So you can see here. So you start from, let's say these are two lines. So this is alif. So same as Arabic. Next one. Okay, now if it's in the beginning, it's the same as normal alif. That's the beginning. If it's in the middle, so is this a connector or non-connector? So we have to define connector or non-connector. Connector are those letters where you can connect something before it or after it. So this is non-connector, so it's not good examples. I'll give you the next one. This is connector. I'll give you this example. Okay. So connector are those letters where you can connect something before it or after it. So you can connect, you can put any other letter with it. Let's say if you put seen with it, sab. So you can connect something before it and you can connect something after it as well. So that would be, let's say, another ba, sabab, means cause. So that's how you know if it's connector or non-connector. Mostly you find out from the middle, if it comes in the middle. Go back to alif. If you have any question, raise your hand, okay? Go back to alif, okay. So the beginning form is like this, same alif, nothing, no change. In the middle, can you see here? This means that you can connect something before it, but you can't connect anything after it. So this is not a connector. It's not a connecting letter. If you see at the end, so normally the non-connectors or non-connecting letters, they have the same middle and end, the way of writing. So you can see here, this one and this one is the same. You can't connect something after it, and here in this case, you can't connect something after it as well. And if it's on its own, it's the same as if it comes in the beginning. Any question? No? It's easy. Let's see. That's the first one. The second one, bay. So you start from here, go to the end, and one dot underneath. Okay? Start from here, go to the end, and one dot underneath. That's when it comes on its own. So now it's connecting forms. In the beginning, it looks like this. This means you can connect something after it. So ba is a connecting letter or a connector, because you can connect something before it or after it. So you can connect something here and something there. And at the end, when it comes, it looks like this. You can connect something before it. And when it comes on its own, it looks like this. In the beginning, it looks like this. Okay, that's the beginning. In the middle, it looks like this. Dot underneath. So you can connect something here, something there. And at the end, it looks like this. That's the three different forms. And this is a connector or connecting letter. Any question? It's easy, isn't it? Next one, pay. Start from there, go to the end, and three dots underneath. Okay? Start from here, here, 1, 2, 3, pay. We don't have this in Arabic. Okay. And you don't need to write it, because once it's done, then I will upload it on the website. You can download the slides, okay? So in the beginning, you can see here, is this a connector or non-connector? Raise your hand. The definition we have studied so far.
It's a connector.
It's a connector, good. Because you can see here, another letter can be connected before or after it. So in the beginning, it looks like the same as bay, three dots. Something can be connected after it, in the middle, and at the end. Okay? That's three different formats. Next one. Te. Start from that side. I forgot to mention, Arabic is written from, yeah. Say it. Say it. Okay, Arabic is written from right to left, so not from left to right, okay, as we know in English or any other languages. Arabic, Urdu, Pashto, Farsi, they're all written from right to left. That's why we start from right. If you write like this, that is wrong. The reason it's wrong is once you start writing words, then the flow of your hand is going to be like this, not like this. So you will get a problem later on. At the moment, on its own, you can write it. There's no problem. But once you're making words from these letters, then you will face a problem, okay? Again, start from there, go to the end, and 2 dots on top. Start from the right, go to the end, 2 dots. Okay, is this a connector or non-connector? Raise your hands. Connector. Why? Both sides, yeah? Good. Okay, this is the connecting form. You can see something can be connected after it. So if it comes in the beginning, it looks like this. If it comes in the middle of a word, it looks like this. And if it comes at the end of a word, it looks like this. And on its own, it looks like this. Let me write it down here. So in the beginning, it looks like this. In the middle, it looks like this. And at the end, it looks like this. And on its own, like this. Any question? Easy. Is it? Okay, next one. Te. Another thing I want to mention is, I don't expect you lot to remember all letters in order. If you don't remember the order, that's fine. But I want you to remember individual letters, the names and the sounds. That's important. Because if you don't remember it, then you won't be able to make words from it, won't be able to read the text. So it's important that you learn the name of individual letters and the sounds. That's important. If you don't know the order, that's fine. I won't test you in that, but I will test you on the names and the sounds. Okay, te. Start from the right, go to the end, 2 dots, and the circle underneath. So that differentiates between te and te. So if you don't have this one, it becomes te. If you have it, it becomes te. That's the difference. And it's connecting forms. Okay, I haven't put the rest. I'm going to ask you one by one. Okay, is it connector or non-connector? All you done? Anyone else? Connector. Why? Something can be connected to both sides. Good. So in the beginning, it looks like this. Okay? In the middle, it looks like this. And at the end, it looks like this. And on its own, that's the 4 formats, okay? Next one. Say. Start from the right, go to the end, and stops there. Okay, so 3 dots on top. Okay. Connector. Is it connector or non-connector? You two? Connector. Good. Why? Good. Okay, so the beginning form looks like this, the middle like this, at the end like this, and on its own like this. Okay, so 4 formats. Next one, Jim. You start from here. You start from here, go to the right, come back. That's it, that's the Jim. So you can't start it from here. If you start it from here, you will have a problem later on. If you write it like this, that's the wrong way of writing. The correct way of writing, you start from this point, go to the top, to the right, come back, make a circle, and dot. So that's how you write it. Yeah? Is it a connector or non-connector? You have done it? Say it again. Good. Why? Because, get me water. Because, say it.
I can see. I don't know.
Anyone else? Both sides, yeah, you can connect it with something else with both sides. So in the beginning, it looks like this. You start from here, go there, that's Jim, that's the beginning, middle, start here, Jim, the middle, and at the end, start here, it's connecting here, that's the at the end, and on its own, we have already explained that. Okay, so that's the connecting forms and on its own. Say Zim, sorry, Zim. So it's same as Jim. We don't have a dot in the middle, and we write Hamza on top of it. So we start from here, go to the right, make a circle, and instead of writing dot here, we write Hamza on top of it. Okay? That's Zim. Is it a connector or non-connector? Anyone? Yeah.
Connector.
Good. Why?
Because you can fit both sides.
Good. Okay, so the beginning form is same as Jim, but we don't write dot here, we write Hamza on top of it. And in the middle, similar to Jim, and Hamza on top of it. At the end, same as Jim, and on its own. Okay, any questions so far? No, it's easy, isn't it? We have big chunk of connectors and small number non-connectors. It's very important you know it, otherwise you won't be able to make words from it. Hey, Che, same as Jim. The difference is 3 dots in the middle. So we start from here, go to the right, make the circle, and 3 dots. I know it's a bit boring, it's repetition. Okay, is it connector or non-connector?
Connector.
Not you, somebody else. Is it connector or non-connector? Yes.
Connector.
Why?
Because it connects both sides.
Both sides, good. So the beginning form is same as Jim, except we have 3 dots, middle, 3 dots, at the end, 3 dots, and on its own. So today's lesson is going to be easy. So I hope you learn all of it. And I hope this lasts long as well, because I haven't got charge in it. Okay. Say, same as Jim. Instead, we have 3 dots on top of it. We don't have in the middle. So we start from here, go to the right, make a circle, and 3 dots on top. Is it a connector or non-connector? Who hasn't said all your?
Connector.
Why?
Because it connects both sides.
Both sides, okay. Same as Jim, and so we have 3 dots in the middle, at the end, and on its own. Okay. Exactly same as Jim, but no dots, no Hamza. Right from here, go to the right, circle, and that's it. Is it a connector or non-connector?
Connector.
Why?
They connect from both sides.
Both sides, yes. Same as Jim, no dots. And we have on its own. Okay? Okay. So we write hey, and we have dot on top of it. That becomes hey. So from here, go to the right and dot. I have made you bored, I think, today. Okay, so next one. I know it's boring, but we need to know it because we don't want to. Next one. Is it a connector or non-connector? Who hasn't said already? Yes.
Connector.
Why?
Because you can use it to both sides.
Both sides. You can connect other letters with it from both sides. So that's, did I do khay? Yes. Okay, that's khay from beginning. When it comes in the beginning of a word, when it comes in the middle of a word, and when it comes at the end of a word, and when it comes on its own. Okay? Dal. So you start from the top, go to the right, and then come back. Start from here, come back. Okay, so you need to know the difference between this one and this one. So that's a bit sharp, and this one is round. And sometimes you get confused with noon as well. I will explain that when we come to noon. So you get confused with noon, and sometimes you get confused with lam. Okay, next question. Is it a connector or non-connector? What do you think? You don't know? No. Why is it connector? Have you seen any word with dal that can be connected with both sides? No.
Non-connector.
Non-connector. Why?
Because they don't connect from both sides, and dot is just separate letter.
Yeah. What happens in the middle?
It just stays broken.
So in the middle, you can connect something before it, but not after it. That's the main thing. So we're going to start here. So if in the beginning, it is exactly same as if it comes on its own. So I'm going to write this one here. So this is on its own. In the beginning, on its own. And in the middle, you write like this. So what happens in the middle? Normally with connectors, we can connect something after it or before it. But in non-connectors, we can connect only before it, not after it. That's the main thing. So non-connectors, only before it, not after it. With connectors, after it, before it and after it, both cases, okay? And at the end, it looks exactly same as if it comes in the middle. Okay? That's the difference. The non-connector, we have only, it can be connected before something, another letter can be connected before it, not after it, and in connectors, you can connect other letters before it and after it. So this is example of non-connector. Dal. Start from there, go to the right, come back, and add circle to it. Start from here, add circle to it. Dal for doctor. Is this a connector or non-connector?
Connector.
Connector, why?
Because you can use two sides.
Two sides. Anyone agree or disagree with her?
It's a non-connector.
Non-connector, why?
Because you can only connect it before and not after.
Good. Before, I think it's dead now. So we have to carry on without this, okay? Okay. Okay, so it is a non-connector because this is on its own. In the beginning, it looks like this, as if it's on its own. In the middle, looks like this. And we can see now in the middle, another letter can be connected before it, but not after it. So it's a non-connector. It's not a connector, it's a non-connector. And at the end, it looks like this. Okay? So that's the beginning, that's the middle, at the end, and on its own. Next one. What is this? Anyone? No? za is different. Dhal. Yeah, dhal is Arabic, and in Pashto we say zal. So it's same sound as z. Okay, z. Okay, and is it connector or non-connector?
Connector.
Why?
Because they connect from
Both sides. Agree or disagree with him?
Agree.
Agree. Good. At least he said yes. Yes. Agree. Good. Disagree. Yeah, he's right. It's a non-connector. It's not a connector. Why? Because if you see here in the beginning, it looks like this. You can see in the middle. The middle is the important one. In the middle looks like this. So can you see here? Is this can be connected? Something can be connected after it or not? No. So it's a non-connector. Okay. That's done. Ray. So the difference, if you see here, this was dal or zal, and this one is ray. So it's different shape compared to that one, okay? So you make sure you know it, which one is ray, which one is zay. Okay, and is this a connector or non-connector? Connector. Agree or disagree with him? Disagree. Good. It's a non-connector. Why? Because if you see it's the middle form, this is the beginning, same as on its own. In the middle, it looks like this. And sometimes you see it like this as well, ray. So that's ray as well, okay? Sometimes you might see in this case, in this shape. So if you see in the middle, something can be, another letter can be connected before, but not after it. So it's a non-connector. If you see here, the pattern is all those letters, like this shape, they're all non-connectors. So there's a pattern in those letters. Okay, how do you pronounce this? Anyone? Ray or Ray? Which one? First one or second one? Ray or Ray? Second one, good. It's Ray, okay? The one we say zr as from r sound from there. So is it a connector or non-connector? Already said it. Non-connector. A connector. Non-connector. Are you agree or disagree with him? Disagree. So you think that it's a connector?
I agree.
You agree? Okay, so the agreement one wins. It's a non-connector. So in the beginning it looks like this. When it comes in the middle, looks like this. At the end, looks like this. And on its own, looks like this, okay? How do you pronounce this? Ray. Anyone else?
Connector.
Now, how do you pronounce it? Za. That's in Arabic. In Pashto, do you know it? No? Zay. Za in Arabic, Zay in Pashto, okay? Is it connector or non-connector? Non-connector. Who agrees with him? Disagree. Agree. Agree. It's a non-connector, yeah. It's a non-connector. Zay. In the middle looks like this. At the end looks like this. Okay, so you can see in the middle, you can connect something before it and not after it. This lesson is more repetition, but it's important that you know each one. Otherwise it looks like repetition. I know you're bored, but there's no other alternative. You have to go through it. Okay, next one. Who can pronounce this? Ray with 3 dots. 3 dots. No. So here we can see if it's a non-connector because you can connect something before it, but not after it. Okay? So if you see here the middle, if it comes in the middle, that sign indicates the connectingness or non-connectingness. Okay? Okay. Next one. Who can pronounce this? No, somebody else? Somebody else? Ray. No. Anybody else? No. Anyone else? No. No. Gay or gi, okay? And is it connector or non-connector? Connector. Who agrees with him? Disagree. Why?
Because they don't connect, they only connect from one side.
From one side, okay? So in the beginning it looks like this, just gay or gi, okay? It's same like ray, but 2 dots. In the middle looks like this, and at the end looks like this. So here, this one again is the indicator. Another letter can be connected before it, but not after it. So that indicates it's a non-connector. This one is easy because it's the same as Arabic. Who hasn't said anything, a word of today? Yeah. Yes, it's easy. Seen, good. Is it a connector or non-connector?
Connector.
Why?
It connects on both sides.
Yes, yeah. In the beginning it looks like this. That's the beginning, okay? And in the middle it looks like this. So something can be connected before and something can be connected after. And at the end it looks like this. Okay? So that's the 3 format, and this is the 4th one on its own. Next one. Who can pronounce this? The top one. Okay. You, come on. Same as Arabic, no difference. Sheen, good. Is it a connector or non-connector? Connector, good. Why? Why? What's the rule? Both sides. So in the beginning it looks like this. In the middle, same as seen, except we have 3 dots now. Okay? That's the formats, 4 different versions, different way of writing, in different cases. Next one. Who can pronounce this? Anyone who hasn't explained it before? You have done it? What is it? Yeah. Shay. Anyone else? Kheen. Who said? Yeah, Kheen. Kheen. It's Kheen, yeah. So that's normal. If you don't use it, you forget it. Okay, that's normal. Is it a connector or non-connector? YouTube. Why? Good. Okay, so in the beginning it looks like this. Okay, in the middle it looks like this. So same as seen or sheen, except we have 1 dot on top, 1 underneath. Okay. Next one. This is easy because we have the same letter in Arabic and same sound, same name, not same name, similar name. Yeah. Is it Sad or Swad? So second version, Swad or Sad. Yeah, that's good because in Arabic we say Sad, so there's no, like if you write S-W-A-A-D. So this is Swad, that's Pashto, but in Arabic we don't have this wow, W, we just say Sad. Okay, that's the difference in Arabic and Pashto. And is it connector or non-connector? Is it a connector or non-connector? Why? Good, good. So in the beginning it looks like this. So you need to remember how I write as well. That's how you write it. You can't write it like this. That's the wrong way of doing it. You start from here, go there, come back here. Okay? And in the middle looks like this. And at the end looks like this. Okay? Any questions so far? Good. So I hope all of you understood everything. So because this lesson is easy, it's easy. And it's good if you learn this one, so then you will be able to understand the writing of Arabic, Pashto, Urdu, and Farsi. These 4 languages easy because they have exactly same way of writing connectors or non-connectors. Next one, we have same way in Arabic. You have done it, you have done it, you have done it, you go for it.
Could you make the dots a bit bigger?
Okay, let's make it bigger.
Is that blood?
Zwad. Good. And how do you pronounce it in Arabic? Remember the rule I just said. What was missing there? Yeah. So in Pashto we say Zwad. And in Arabic we say Dad. So there's no wow sound in Arabic. Is it a connector or non-connector? Why? It connects from both sides. Good. In the beginning it looks like this. In the middle it looks like this. And at the end it looks like this. Okay? In 15 minutes we need to go quick through the rest of them, okay? And next one is, wait. Who can pronounce this? You go for it. Hua. As Arabic in Pashto? No. Tway. Good. So we have the use of wow in there. Is it connector or non-connector? Non-connector. Good. Who agrees? Stop saying you disagree. So it's a connector. He says it's a non-connector. Anyone else? It's a connector.
It's a connector.
So non-connector. Okay. It's a connector. Both of them, yes. So in the beginning it looks like this. You write it exactly as on its own, but you extend this line. So you can connect something after it. So in the beginning it looks like this. In the middle it looks like this. You start from here and you carry on. And at the end it looks like this. Okay? So because we can connect another letter before it and after it, that's why it is a connector. The next one. Who can pronounce this? Say? Tha. No. Anyone else? Loud, loud, loud. Tha. No. No. Zway. In Arabic? Zwa. Zwa. Okay. Is it connector or non-connector? Connector. Okay. In the beginning it looks like this. You extend this one. And in the middle it looks like this. And at the end it looks like this. I'm going to try and do quickly because we haven't got enough time, so we need to finish it today, okay? Next one is this is easy. We have the same in Arabic. Ain. Is it a connector or non-connector?
Connector.
Why?
No. Because it connects in both.
What size? You can connect it. So in the beginning it looks like this. Okay? So you extend this bit. And in the middle it looks like this. And at the end it looks like this. So you have to remember this sign. Can you see here? It's important. It's like the shapes, the ends are sharp. Because when you see the next one we will use for, I'm going to do quickly here. We will see similar one for meme. So meme is like this, okay? So you see the difference here. And you might see for qaf as well. So that's different. So you remember this one. Ain is normally the ends are sharp, okay? Same as Arabic. Who can say it? Ghain. Is it a connector or non-connector? Why? Both sides. Good. In the beginning it looks like this. In the middle, same as Ain. Just put on top on top of it, one dot on top of it. And at the end, it looks like this, okay? Okay, next one, let's fair. Okay, is it a connector or non-connector? Why? What's that? Who agrees? Who disagrees? Raise your hand. Non-connector. It's a connector. Okay, so the beginning looks like this. In the middle looks like this. So now you can see the difference. Look, and the iron was sharp and this one is round. And at the end it looks like this. Okay? Who can pronounce this? Calf. Is it connector or non-connector? Connector. Why? The reason I'm asking you the same question again and again is the more you repeat, practice it, the more you will learn. I know it sounds silly, but that's how you learn languages. The more you practice, the easier you learn it. So in the beginning, it's like this. In the middle, looks like this. Same as fa, fe, but with two dots. But the difference with fa or fe, we write it like this, and in qaf or qaf like this, okay? Who can pronounce this? Kaf. Sometimes you might see like this as well. So same thing, okay? Same kaf. Is it a connector or non-connector? Connector. Who disagrees? It's a non-connector, yeah? You? You agree. Who disagree? You disagree? You disagree? Anyone else? You as well. So it's a connector because you connect from both sides. In the beginning, it looks like this. Okay? Or you can do that as well. Something connect to it. And in the middle, it looks like this. Connect something to it, okay? So you connect something before or after it, and at the end it looks like this. Sometimes you see it like this as well, that's normal. So both forms are fine, okay? So you can, that's the beginning, middle, so you can connect something before, something after, and at the end, something before. Okay, next one. Who can pronounce this letter? What is it? Golf. Is it a connector or non-connector? Connector, because it's the same family as kaf. Okay? And in the beginning, it looks like same as kaf. And in the middle, okay? I think the rest are easy, except the last 5, okay? Because it's same as Arabic. You can pronounce this? Lam, good. Is it a connector or non-connector? Connector, why? It's a non-connector. Who disagree with him? So it's a connector. He says non-connector. Who agrees with him? So it's a non-connector. No, it's a connector. But remember, you need to know the difference between this and dal, okay? In the beginning, it looks like this. So connect something after it. In the middle, it looks like this. And at the end, it looks like this, okay? So normally when you see with zal or dal, this bit is very small compared to this one. So this is longer and this one is shorter, okay? Okay, next one. This one is easy as well because we have it in Arabic. Meme. Is it a connector or non-connector? Connector. Who disagrees with a disagreement? Anyone? So it's a yes? It's a non-connector. No, it's a connector. Because if you see here, in the beginning it looks like this. In the middle, you can connect something before or after. And at the end, two versions, like this or like this, okay? Both are correct. Go 3, 8, 11 letters, and the time is 5 minutes. Noon. Is it a connector or non-connector? You have done it, that's why. Why? So who disagree with him? So it's a non-connector. Anyone else? Non-connector. So it's a connector. It's a connector. In the beginning it looks like this. Okay, now you need to know the difference. Dhal is like this and noon is like this, okay? It's very similar, so you have to be careful. But the difference with noon and dhal or zal is this is a non-connector. This is a connector. So you can't have it in the beginning of a word with extended line like this because you can't connect anything after it. So that's the difference between these two. You will see this one and people get confused and pronounce it as zal. That's wrong. Or za. So these, or if you see in the middle, noon, and at the end, noon. But this is important because I've seen a lot of people making that mistake. This one can be extended, can be connected with another afterwards. Another letter can be connected to it afterwards, and with zal you can't. With zay you can't. With noon you can. So these small things you should remember. Next one is, who can pronounce this? Loud. Say it again. Doesn't matter if you get it wrong. Anyone else? Is in noon, noor, noor. The third one, noor. The re sound is there. Okay? Noor. Is it a connector or non-connector? Connector, good. I'm going to be quick. So same as noon, except we have circle underneath. In the middle, same thing as noon, except the circle, and same here as well. Okay? That's a different way of writing in different formats. Next one is, who can pronounce this? Wow, good. And is it connector or non-connector? Connector. Anyone who agrees with him? So it's a connector. Anyone else who disagree? Okay, it's a non-connector because if you see, this is the family of dal, zal, re. So same way of writing. So this is from that family. So it's a non-connector. In the beginning, it looks like this. You can't connect anything after it. And in the middle, looks like this. You can't connect anything after it, but before it. And at the end is the same as this one as well. Okay? So it fulfills the condition of non-connector. Next one. Okay, this can be written in few different ways. One is like this. One is like this. One is like this. So that's all acceptable. How do you pronounce this? Ha. Or that's in Arabic. In Pashto? Hey. Call someone hey. So same hey, okay? And there's no difference in this one and this one in pronunciation. The difference in Pashto. In Arabic we have this is ha, that's the coming from the bottom of the throat, and this one is ha, that's the middle of the throat. So ha and ha in Arabic, and in Pashto we say he and he. No difference in pronunciation, sound, except in writing, okay? You should remember those differences. Is it a connector or non-connector? Connector. Who disagrees? Okay, what if you? No, it is connector. Yes, you're right. So in the beginning it looks like this. Can connect something after it. In the middle it looks like this, or it looks like this. Two different ways. And the end looks like this. Okay, so that's different ways of writing. Just a few more minutes. Okay, fuel, yeah. Okay, the next one we're doing, that's the last one, but it's written 5 different ways. So it's yeah. Okay, the first one is this one, yeah with 2 dots, that's horizontal. That's first type of yeah. I'll explain that when we come to how to use it, but we have 5 types. In the beginning, it looks like, is it a connector or non-connector? Connector. In the beginning, it looks like this. In the middle, it looks like this. And at the end, looks like this. Okay? That's one way of writing yeah. So another one would be this one. So same yeah, but now the dots are vertical. The first one was horizontal, and these ones are vertical. Is it a connector or non-connector? Connector. Why?
Because both buttons can be before and after.
Good. In the beginning, it looks like this. 2 dots vertical. In the middle, same thing, and at the end, like this. Okay? That's the second form of yeah. Let's look for a third one. Okay, so you write it exactly like this, but you have the flick. That's another way of writing yeah. That's the third type of yeah, okay? When and how we use it, we will see that in future lessons, okay? You don't see this one in the beginning, middle, normally used at the end, okay? It's used at the end, not in the first 2 formats. Next one. Same yeah, and we write Hamza on top of it. Is it a connector or non-connector? Connector. Why? Good. So in the beginning it looks like this. Normally you write like this empty base shape or T shape without dots. And you write Hamza on top of it. In the middle, Hamza on top of it, and at the end, Hamza on top of it. At different formats, okay? And this is the final one. Yeah and yeah. And you don't have the first, second form, you have the third form only. So something can be connected with it and written like this, or like this. So that's the end of today's lesson. I'll upload this on the website, and I'll try to upload the video as well so you can practice. Any question?
You give them a website, you have to do a website as well.
Okay. So the website is sydka.com/learn, LEARN. So you'll see there are 2 courses currently, one Tajweed, one is Pashto. So I have already uploaded for last week's video and slides, and I will upload this week's work slides and the video. Any other questions? No? That's it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.